In Episode 5 of 1923 Season 2, Alexandra experiences yet another tragic incident while trying to get back together with Spencer. In the meantime, Spencer's journey to Bozeman advances a little until his luck eventually turns around. The 5th episode, Only Gunshots to Guide Us, shows Tiana's assailants are catching up to her in Texas, but it doesn't follow up with the Duttons as they spend the winter at the Yellowstone ranch. There are a lot of spoilers ahead because this is a recap. Father Renault and Marshal Kent interrogate the men from Jar Ranch over Tiana's whereabouts. Only after Father Renault validates Kent's claim that Tiana killed 2 nuns while they were asleep does the boss, Anders, finally acknowledge that he has seen Tiana. Anders gives Tiana's assailants the address where she was last seen. Anders claims that Tiana and her friends are going into an area without any cover, and Kent deduces that they are traveling north. Water is limited, there are no trees, and you could spend hours wandering in circles without noticing. Additionally, Tiana should be easy to recognize because it is absolutely flat. The horses are extremely thirsty and Tiana runs his horse, Michael Spears, and Pete realize they are lost. Pete makes the decision to go out and find water on his own, vowing to come back shortly. He is certain that the police won't be searching for a lone rider. Tiana is upset and disappointed that white guys have seized their territory. Pete follows the animal as it runs after spotting it. He discovers a tiny waterhole in a tree. Unfortunately, when he runs away, Marshal Kent and Father Renault are waiting at the water source and pursue him. Due of dehydration, Pete's horse is unable to keep up. Pete picks up his weapon as it falls. There are gunshots, but it's not apparent who was struck. Spencer and Marshal Fawcett cross paths. When Marshal Mamie Fawcett, Jennifer Carpenter, and 2 of her men discover Spencer dozing off beneath a tree while looking for Marshal Kent and Tiana, the plots finally start to converge. The marshals are amazed that Spencer has tracked enormous animals they have never heard of and are astounded by the size of his firearm. Spencer gives a quick summary of his travel history, current location, and the reason for his remote location. When asked if he has seen Marshal Kent or Tiana, he affirms that he hasn't. Like the lawman and Tiana, Marshal Fawcett is dubious when Spencer says he is from Montana. That's too many individuals traveling about West Texas from Montana, and she doesn't believe in coincidences. Spencer is told he's fortunate they found him and is ordered to accompany them to Amarillo by Marshal Fawcett. They will grant him a train ticket to Montana if he is who he claims to be. When they get to the Amarillo Sheriff's Office, they discover that the cells are constantly full and are being enlarged. Marshal Fawcett is permitted to call Bozeman using his phone by the responsible sheriff. Mamie replies, "Impudence rides side saddle with anonymity," in response to the Amarillo Sheriff's observation that switchboard workers often become irritable. Sheriff McDowell is called by an operator on the other end of the line, and Marshal Fawcett says that she is with Spencer Dutton. McDowell affirms that he knows Spencer Dutton after he comes to terms with the fact that a marshal can be a woman. Spencer has been awarded the Congressional Medal of Honor, according to McDowell. Spencer is not impressed when she tells him that again. He was unaware that he was the recipient of the Medal of Honor. Spencer calls McDowell and inquires about the men who murdered his brother John. McDowell tells him to keep away since he doesn't want a conflict to start. As Spencer notes, a conflict has already begun. He requests that McDowell inform Kara that he is en route home. Spencer doesn't answer when McDowell invites him to come over and see him first.